Bangali Kava, and I I have an identity crisis. Um, I've always noticed it a little bit ever since I was a little kid, but I was trying to go to sleep and I was I just realized what that I had the issue. Um, I I don't really feel comfortable around a lot of I don't feel comfortable around different sorts of people because I feel like I get judged for being who I am. Um, so weird. Um, like ever since I was a little kid, people would always be like, "Oh, you act too white for for a black guy," and then other people will be like, "Oh, you're whitewashed and all that stuff," and I kind of pretend that it doesn't bother me, but it kind of I know it shouldn't hurt, but it really does hurt. I can't put my finger on why, because it just makes me feel some type of way. And so I notice that there's been times throughout my life where I've decided, hey, I'm gonna change the way I act outwardly so that conforms more with people's identity, like conforms with people's processes of like what a black man should be. And because I do that, I feel like a lot of the times I feel like I'm not being true to myself. Like I have a lot of dang, I feel like such a wuss, but I feel like I talk down on myself because I'm doing something that isn't true to me, that isn't like what Allah wanted me to conduct myself, because if He wanted me to conduct myself in that particular way, He would have made me like that. I know it's like in middle school, I used to be pretty, like, I don't know if stuck up's the right word. I think some people would say stuck up. But like, I didn't really talk badly about people. I didn't swear. I wouldn't even make like comments about people like behind their back like that. But then all of a sudden it was like, because that was what was cool, and people would always be like, "Oh, you're such a stickler. You're such like a goody goody. You're so whitewashed. Like, why don't you just do all these things?" And it made me. It first it wasn't that bad, you've been told the same thing even since like elementary school. And but eventually it kind of just got to me, so I folded, and I was like, all right, I don't want you guys to keep coming at me for something that's really not something that I should aim to change about myself. And once I changed it, yeah, it lowered, but I still have this, it's still people saying the same things about me being whitewashed, about me being, and it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of weird that even though you try to change how you conduct yourself, there's still like always gonna be people there trying to like undermine you or make you feel like you're not enough. I don't know if not enough's the right word, but I don't know, it's just so preposterous to me. I feel like I'm such a I I'm a very I'm like I'm really respectful towards people, and I try my best, but something I learned over the past year, like some people you really just can't satisfy. Like somebody's always gonna be talking some sort of mess with you and about you. And I had a lot of dark times because I thought, hey, everybody's receptive towards being respectful towards one another, and then I really realized this past year that that really isn't true. And so I noticed myself trying to change how I am outwardly to satisfy these people that probably already they don't like me to begin with, or they nitpick at the different things that I do, when I probably should have just kept trucking on. But there's this certain piece inside me that, like the attention monster, because I don't want to use that word, um, that just vies for that that level of acceptance. Yeah, and because I go for this acceptance, and I'm surrounded by people who won't not necessarily want me to, but they don't, feels like I'm not conforming to their like point of view of how I should outwardly be. It makes me feel like I'm an imposter in my own body almost, because yes, I'm consciously making the decision to act this way outwardly, but I also feel like part of a problem is I don't want to feel alone, and I feel like if I don't change how I act with people, then I don't feel like I'm a part of a group or something. Like there's really only a few people I feel like I can be comfortable with and share my opinions, but even then it's like it's sad too, because then when I go back to being around other different types of people, I get, it's not even the judging part, it's just what happens after the judging part that really messes with me. It's just weird because I feel like I'm posing to be in groups and I'm not really being my true, like, authentic self. I don't know how. I feel like if I can't find my group, I have to create my group around me so that not only I can feel comfortable with myself, but also help other people feel comfortable being their true selves. Because the world's a really, it can be a pretty lonely place, and if you don't got those people to help you through stuff, it can be really not a pleasant experience. And yeah.